Om Jananim Sharadam Devi Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Padapadme Tayo Shlitva Pranamami Murmu. Ram's house. Sri Ramakrishna has gone there. A Kirtan has been arranged. Sri Ramakrishna graced the occasion with his presence. You see how an incarnation coming down, God coming in human form. People go and invite you, come to my house. He goes all the way, taking all the strain and pains like ordinary man, has to hire a carriage. When we see the life of Rama, how whole forest walking, this, that and all. Of course, great things are also shown in the life, killing the demons and all that aspect. But most of the general thing we see is normal behavior of any man we see in these people. God coming down, you can imagine the difference. A human who cannot think of what God is, by no means he can understand. Even after realization of God, he will not understand what God is. He transcends the nature. He can become one with the ocean, like a drop of water returning back to the ocean. It can never know what ocean is. But a small drop of water kept in front of the ocean reflects the ocean in it. Small mirror in the vehicles, vast behind, huge vehicles coming, it will be showing. It is there, the ocean is reflecting in that bindu, the huge Sindhu, but it never understands what it is. God is reflecting in our hearts. He is there as the Antaryami, indweller. It is His presence which is giving existence to us. But we cannot even know what He could be, what is He. Even after realization, we know a particular aspect of God. The Bindu goes and enters into Sindhu. A drop of water enters into ocean. It becomes one with ocean. There is no knower or the known. Knowing also is not there. It has become ocean. Only one. Again that ocean alone remains. Knower is no more there. So is God. We understand. We can never be able to understand what God is, because all our understanding which we have acquired lives after lives is within the realm of time and space. The absolute, the God, we have not been able to, because it is such a huge thing, the small mind cannot contain it. When even in Advaita, when it is getting acquired, it is acquiring the nature of Brahman, the absolute exists, thinking of that infinite, eternal. What is that infinite means? Infinite means there cannot be any other object other than that. Any single object other than that exists. It is limiting that infinity. Other than infinity, something is there. In practicality, there cannot be two infinites. Other than infinity, nothing can be there. Though in mathematics we can have number of infinites, in practicality there is one infinite. So that, what is that infinite? What is that eternal? Mind starts thinking, loading itself, expanding itself. The nature of mind is to reveal what is within time and space in such a way the mind takes the form of the object. Suppose I think of motorcycle. Mind is taking the form of motorcycle. The monovritti, mind and its mentation. The mentation is taking the form of, now that form is, that is infinite. This is finite. It cannot take that form. It goes on expanding to infinity, trying to be disappears. Akhandakara vritti. Akhandakara vritti appears in the mind of the sadhaka doing Advaitic practices just to destroy itself. Maya is supporting it. It's a part of mind. In mind it is appearing. Just like if the threads are burnt, the cloth is burnt. If a cloth is burnt, the threads are burnt. Like that, that which is made up of, the Akhandakara vritti is made up of that mind. Mind has acquired. And it appears, Akhandakara vritti appears to destroy itself, disappears. Mind disappears. And there stands the absolute existence. So here we see Sri Ramakrishna going from one door to another, people coming and asking him, will you come to my house tomorrow? There will be a bhajans program. Kirtan will be celebrated, sung, and there is a celebration, annual celebration. Has gone to the previous day has gone to the somewhere in the previous class which we studied. Some annual function of a organization has gone there. Today is there in the Ram's house, all the places. And how can that ordinary jiva go and call the Lord of the universe to come? He doesn't know. He's a great man for them. And he behaves exactly like that. What is the bhavana of each person? God. And so simple. He goes to their house, sits and listens to, talks to them, dances in ecstasy, sings, talks, and what they have to give to undergo the transformation, he gives and comes back. Krishna going to school with his friends, going to bring the firewood for the Guru in the forests, rains, this, that and all. You can see normal people like they are all functioning. So, just to present what is humility, what is unconditional love, what is sacrifice, what is our giving to the world, how to love this world. Those things practically they show in life, in what situations, how we have to behave, how we have to utilize everything that comes in life, good and bad, right and wrong, what all comes, pain and pleasure. Sri Ramakrishna graced the occasion with his presence. Musicians sang about Radha's pangs at the separation of Krishna. Radha is separated from Krishna. The source of existence. Two things. One, what sustains life. And the one which is getting sustained. What sustains life is called Krishna always. What is sustained is called the Radha. I am alive. Suppose you take my breath. Suppose breath stops, I am no more there. If the energy level in the body, which is maintaining the vital force, vital energy in my body, which is maintaining life, there are various forces working in the body. The digestive system, it is digesting the food. Some force is working to digest the food. So, varieties of forces. My heart is pumping blood. It is going to every point and supplying the nutrition. All this we see going to point. So many types of energies are functioning. Here we see the varieties. There is a energy. If that energy leaves the body or becomes silent, the body cannot exist. The vital force, it's called pranas. Pranas sustain body. Life force is sustained by another part, is the food that we take. If we don't take food, there is sufficient energy to sustain the bodily existence for some time. If air is not there, it cannot sustain long. Few seconds, few minutes, maximum 1 or 2 minutes. So, what is sustaining anywhere, anything, is we call Krishna. And what is sustained, without which it cannot exist. Now, water and soil. Water and soil for plants. It is Krishna of that plant. It is sustaining its life. If it is not there, plant cannot be there. If water and soil are not there, it cannot sustain. It dies away. So, what is sustained, the plants are sustained by soil and water. So, plant is Radha, and what is sustaining its soil and water are Krishna. This is the concept that we can apply anywhere in our lives. Here, Radha and Krishna, when we think of, in the last class, we saw the Radha, immediately you must understand, it is Videhi. There is no body awareness. Krishna, when he comes into picture, just from his Balya Leela, he is leaving the Vrindavan at the age of 11, Dharma Samsthapana, destroying so many forces, anti-social forces working in the society, like Kamsa and all this, Mahabharata war, then destruction of his own warriors who are become a bane to the society. All this we see, the Krishna giving message to every jiva, resetting the righteousness in the world and disappearing. So, Krishna, when we say, we'll see from Balya Leela the various aspects of Dharma Samsthapana and going. Radha, when comes into picture, the absolute purity in which body awareness itself is not there. Completely devoted. Here, when we see the sustained and sustainer, because love is the predominant here. I love coffee, I love this food, I love that food. It pleases me. One thing is pleasing, one thing is suitable to me. my nature and its nature tally. So here love develops between similar things. In school, suppose I have 40 students are there, I am also one of them. I will have one friend who is intimate to me, whose qualities and nature is exactly resembles mine. If that another person, I don't become friend because his nature, his way of his behavior and all differ from mine, I don't like it. What I like is what I am and what is close to me. What is my nature? So after 40, I may have one or two friends with whom I can freely move. The love is possible when there is maximum similarity. Now, if it is 50-50 also, my 50% I am telling, there is a gap. Somehow we have to bridge if there are no friends alternative. If I have slightly 45%, I have to leave and hold on to 50. 55% is tallying with me. I will have that friend and leave this friend. When we become one, that is 100% identity almost, very close to each other, then the love between the two is such that it always finds identity with the object of love. So it always feels I may not be able to survive without that person. Only where we tally is our nature tallies. So are we love. It suits me, it is pleasant to me, my ideals, my way of living, my thoughts and all tally. So divine, how the love elevates from the narcissistic stage in the childhood, narcissistic stage of love. It loves itself. In school days, we love the same gender. All boys live together, girls live together. It is homostatic state of love. Then as youth dawns, it will become heterostatic. The attraction goes to the opposite sex. Then it becomes parental love. In parental love there is sacrifice. First time in the love, sacrifice begins. From narcissistic stage of self-love, it is moving towards enjoyment. And from enjoyment is emerging out a new shoot of sacrifice. And this love, this love of sacrifice, parental love, if a little higher awareness, higher consciousness dawns, some satsanga somewhere people who can talk higher things appear, then you see it is growing into universal love, loving all equally, universal love. Then this universal love, it sees something, one pervading all. It wants to love that one pervading all. There appears the divine love. Oh, if I love that, I am loving everyone. The student goes and asks the teacher, Kasminnu Bhagavan Vijñāte Sarvamidam Vijñātam Bhavati. By knowing which, I know everything. God is the only thing. If you know God, you know everything. Like that, what is that one? If I love that one, I love everyone. That is God. Because He dwells in all hearts. So loving God is loving everyone. So here the final love is loving God. The loving God is loving all jivas. It is sum total of all jivas. All jivas together is brought into one, this one. When divine love dawns, it is not individualized, it is no more limited, it is unlimited. Radha is loving Krishna is not loving was one person loving some other, a boy loving girl or girl loving boy. No. Parents loving children. No. It's beyond. A saint loving all beings. No. It's beyond that. It is loving all beings wherever life is there. What is sustaining life of all jivas? She is loving. Then we come to know, who is this Radha? We go back. If she is seeing Krishna in every jiva, how that loving one reaches everyone, and how do we say that here we come back to Radha being the sum total of all jivas. Krishna loves Radha is because she is sum total of all jivas. She is Chit Shakti, Aladini Shakti, and especially the devotees of God. When all God's devotees of all devotees of God join together, what it could be? A ocean of joy, each rejoicing the company of other. So this Krishna experience in loving Radha, he is seeing all jivas in her, all coming to her, all devotees coming to her, all lives coming to her. And she is merging as the sum total of all jivas. She is trying to be one with Krishna. She is representing the devotee, all devotees together, all lives together. From her side, she is seeing again, or if Krishna is there, the entire world is with me. If I love Krishna, I love the entire world. When it comes, when we transcend all the levels of our evolution, at the top of our evolution, we too will become Radha and will be loving Krishna. So that state of existence we must be able to understand when the episode of Radha and Krishna comes. Radha said to her friends, I have loved to see Krishna from my childhood. I love to see. My fingernails are worn off from counting the days on them till I shall see him. Look at the bhavana, feelings. Once he gave me a garland. Look, it has withered out, but I have not yet thrown it away. Alas, where has the moon of Krishna risen now? Has that moon gone away from my firmament, afraid of Rahu, of my pick? Alas, shall I ever see Krishna again? Heart's complete satisfaction. O my beloved Krishna, I have never been able to look at you to my heart's complete satisfaction. I have only one pair of eyes. They blink and so hinder my vision. And further, on account of streams of tears, I could not see enough of my beloved. The peacock feather on his crown of his head, on the crown of his head, shines like arrested lightning. The peacocks, seeing Krishna's dark complexion, would dance in joy, spreading their tails. Oh, friends, I shall not be able to keep my life breath. After my death, place my body on the branch of dark tamala tree and inscribe on my body Krishna's sweet name. How the love that begins in the jiva to mature into the divine love. How many lives we might be taking. The small gap with which it begins, self-love, and to mature into divine love, where I am no more there. My existence itself is the absolute existence, who is the existence of all jivas. When will that day come, when I am able to love the divine in its fullness? So that is the way in which Radha is panting. Radha represents the ultimate state of a jiva, where he has evolved through and totally got rid of not only animalhood but humanhood also. Pure divinehood is there now shining forth, where he sees divine and divine alone. And the moment that divine, where that all the divinity is emerging from source, if I can see there, and we can know how much of struggle we might be undergoing to reach that state where we are one with the absolute existence. So here we see we'll be going to the next topic. Before that, we must make this Radha Krishna episode very clear in our mind. The evolution of the jiva to its ultimate entrance into the absolute, entrance back to the source, going back to the home. When the jiva, I myself, in what state I myself had transcended all aspects of nature and ready for the release from this prison house of nature. There we come across what is Radha, and I am Radha there. Ready to merge, waiting for the door to open, final door. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.